Hello again, everyone. It's Vince, and this is our update for February 2nd, 2026. Let's take a quick look at how the markets finished. Now, I'm a little late with the video tonight. We're after 6 p.m. Eastern. Futures have reopened. So what you're looking at on my screen here are the after hours numbers. If we look to see what happened during the day on the major indices, the Dow was up 515 points. The Nasdaq up 130, the Russell up 30, the S&P up 37, and the Russell up 2.5 points. Let me quickly run you through those charts. Here's the Dow sitting near all-time high. So today's close was back above the 20. Pretty strong day. The S&P, there it is as well, back above the 20, right near those all-time highs. The Nasdaq back above the 20 as well. And then there's the Russell sitting just underneath it there. We have crude oil, which did not have a great day during the regular session here. It was down significantly. Now, after hours, down another 17 cents or so. Not a big deal, but we'll see if it can hold support here. I mean, we moved through this level about 3 days ago, and we never did take out that high. We just fell back for a couple days, and now here we are just above the 20 and in an area again where there is support. So we'll see if it bounces. What we'd be looking for is for crude to either take out this high from Jan 29th, which is 66.48 there, or to take out a low down here near 58. So that would be the next thing we would be looking for. Gold dropped down some more during the regular session here. Now after hours is up. It's been a wild ride last couple of days, and today alone, from high to low, I mean a pretty significant swing from 4,900 down to about 4,400. Here. So a 500-point swing, and we've been going back and forth throughout the day. We did end up lower at the close, but here we are now back above. Silver, same thing. A wild swing back and forth. Currently, we're up 466 here. Bond yields continue to tick higher. The dollar moving higher now. It is, as we spoke about in our chat, it is bumping up against this trend line right here, this big channel. And we closed below, and now it's coming back and bumping its head right up against it here. We'll see if it can get through. If not, if it gets rejected here, that could mean it could mean a continuation of this move lower here. The VIX. At the end of the day, down 108. It was higher here, opened a big gap up this morning and pulled right back and sitting just above the 20 here at 1635. It was near 20 earlier in the day. Now, Bitcoin, here it is up 1900 and Ethereum up 81. All right, let's take a quick look at the economic calendar here. We had ISM Manufacturing PMI out this morning, which did come in higher than expected. Tomorrow, JOLTS job openings, but otherwise not much. On Wednesday, get the MBA mortgage apps number, ADP employment change. Thursday, the initial jobless claims, and Friday, the non-farm payroll number. That'll be more important there. Earnings season ongoing. We had Disney this morning. Palantir out after the close here. Let's go and see what happened to Palantir. Now, I had it on my list here. There it is for a short this evening. And the reason being was this push through here, this level. What I hadn't realized until now is that the earnings were today after market close. So it looks like that we're up nicely here after hours, so up about 10 points. So if that's the case, if that's what continues on into tomorrow, then excuse me, then that, you know, that disqualifies this short. What we want to see here is a push through Friday's low here. And Friday's low was 145.14. Right now it's at 157 after hours. So if we come back and move below 145, yeah, I would love that short here. I mean, you can see that there is a gap in support and a nice rounded top here. Look on the monthly, there it is. There is not a whole lot of support here. So if we break 145, we could continue this move lower, but maybe earnings saved it here and we start to move higher. So let's leave this one for tomorrow morning and keep an eye on that. Aside from that, we had Goldman Sachs. Now, if you remember a couple days ago, I had talked about this buy here and talked about the fact that if we clear that high, triggering the long setup, we would automatically be above this trend line. Well, we never did take out that high. We pulled back. And now today, here we are again with another buy signal sitting just outside that that trend line. So if we come back tomorrow or open tomorrow above, what is it here? The high 949.44. Let's round it up to 950. If we can get above 950, I think that's a good looking opportunity there. And lastly, CSX, which we talked about the other day as well. And what we were talking about was this wedge and the potential move through here. We were right here. I said, keep an eye out for a close and follow through there. Well, we did get a close. We didn't get follow through, but we certainly did today. And it's also a nice retest of that level. So I think this looks really good. Here it is on the weekly. We're not at all-time highs, but we certainly have room to move there. The all-time high is not far away at all. It's the February 1st of 2024 high, or the monthly high from last February, sitting at 40.12. We are at 38.39, so not far off there at all. So I'd be looking for a move, not only to the high, but to get through there and continue that move to the upside here. So those are a few I like. Again, more earnings slated for tomorrow before market open. We've got PayPal, Pfizer, ADM. After market close, we've got AMD, SMCI, Chipotle, Enphase, Take-Two, Amgen. I mean, we've got a slew of them. And then it only gets heavier and heavier as the week goes on with Uber, Eli Lilly, and so on, Google, ARM, ELF, you name it. So going to be an active week. But until then, that's about it for now. I hope you enjoy your evening, and we'll see you on our next update. Take care.